Crochet with Alex is going to show you crochet top down cardigan in any size. Show you how to crochet this top-down cardigan. You see, this is a stitch very easy and quick to do. I will give you all the instructions step by step for any size. So let's get started. For this project I'm using this yarn and I'm working it with a 5mm crochet hook. I'm using a black yarn for my project, but don't worry, because in order to show you perfectly the stitch you have to do, I will use a lighter yarn for you, okay? These are the measures for medium size. For other sizes, you should replace them with yours. Okay, so we are starting our project from the neck. Then we will work down. We will do the holes for the arm, and then we will go ahead working for the body of our cardigan. Only finally we will attach with the new yarn in order to do the two sleeves. Okay, so now you have to start doing a foundation chain which is long enough for 23 inches or about 60 centimeters. In my case, with my yarn and hook size, I did 85 chains. If you want to use another kind of yarn and another hook size, you have to consider not the number of chains and stitches I'm doing, but you have to consider the measure in inches or centimeters. Okay, you have to do a foundation chain which is long enough for your neck. In my case, I did 85 chains. After that, chain 1 to turn, and in the second chain from the hook 1 and 2, enter with your hook and do a single crochet like that. So you have to do single crochet 1 in each stitch across the row. Like that. Okay, now next row, chain 2 and turn. So the first 2 chains take the place of the first double crochet. Therefore, yarn over and into the second stitch from the hook, I'm going to do 1 double crochet. Into the next one, another double crochet 1. So I did 1, 2, 3 double crochet. Into the next stitch, I have to increase and do 2 double crochet into the same stitch, 1 and 2. Now I have to increase after each 3 double crochet. So into the next one, 1 double crochet, into the next one, 1 double crochet, into the next one, 1 double crochet, and so I have another 3. Now into the next one, increase and do double crochet 2 times into the same stitch, like that. Now go ahead doing 2 double crochet into the same stitch after each 3 regular double crochet, and that will be your increase till the end of this row. Okay, I'm finishing my row with 3 double crochet normally. Now I have no stitch, I have no more stitch for my increase, so I will end this row with 3 normal double crochet. That's it. Okay, we are ready for the row number 3. Chain 2 and turn. The first 2 chains take the place of the first double crochet. Yarn over, go into the second, inserting your hook only into the back loop of the stitch and do double crochet 1. Okay? Now the stitch will be always the same. Double crochet 2, chain 1, double crochet 2, chain 1. I show you. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch, yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch but into the back loop only, and do double crochet 1, like that. Into the next stitch again, double crochet 1 into the back loop. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch, into the next one, back loop, double crochet 1, into the next one, back loop, double crochet 1, like that. Go ahead till the end of this row. I don't know how many stitches you have. You have several possibilities to end this row according to the number of stitches you have. I will show you several possibilities, okay? Because it could also happen that you don't have the right number of stitches to have the same at the beginning and the same at the end. I mean, I have 2 double crochet at the beginning. Ideal situation will be to end with 2 double crochet, but it could also happen that I don't have the ideal situation, that is the ideal number of stitches, so I have to fit my stitch to the real situation I have, okay? So go ahead like that till the end of this row. At the end of this row, for example, I did my last 2 double crochet and then I have only 1 stitch left, and following the regular pattern of this stitch I should do chain 1. But how can I finish my row in this ways? I cannot do a chain 1. So in this case, for example, after my 2 last double crochet I have only 1 stitch available. I cannot do a chain because I cannot end my row with just a chain. So in this case I will do 1 double crochet to end this row, okay? For example, in my case that I have 2 after my last 2 double crochet I have 1 and 2 stitches left, so I can do chain 1 and finish my row with a last double crochet like that. The ideal situation is that after my 2 double crochet I have 3 stitches left, so that I can finish my row with 2 double crochet. But in any case it doesn't matter, also in this way. Ready for row number 4, chain 2 and turn. Now this is the row where I have to increase. In this case I will increase after each 4 double crochet. So the first one is done. Into the second stitch I'm going to do double crochet 2, into the next one double crochet 3, into the next one, which is a chain 1 space, double crochet 4, and now after 4 double crochet I'm ready for increasing. So into the next stitch I will do double crochet 2, 1 and 2 into the same stitch. So go ahead and repeat. So double crochet 1 into the next one, double crochet 1 into the next chain 1 space, double crochet 1 into the next one, double crochet 1 into the next one, and after the increase I have 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochet. So into the next one, into the next stitch, which is a chain 1 space, I'm going to do 1 and 2 double crochet into the same stitch. So in this case I'm doing double crochet normally, not in the back loop as I did by the previous row. Okay, so go ahead like that till the end of this row. So ready for row number 5. I already did it to show you. For this stitch we need a multiple of 6 plus 2. If you have it, you can follow my instruction. If you don't have a multiple of 6 plus 2, you can also fit your stitch to the number of stitches you have. And for example, you can use a multiple of 6 plus 3 or plus 1 instead of 2. So in any case you have to fit the number of stitches to this multiple, or if you are not able to do that, you can also do double crochet 1 in each stitch across the row into the back loop without increasing. Okay, now I'm showing you this stitch for round 5. You have chain 2, which takes the place of the first double crochet. Turn your work, so skip this very first stitch because we already did this one. Into the back loop of the stitch, do double crochet 1. Yarn over, skip next 1 and 2 stitches into the next one, double crochet 2, 1 and 2, chain 1, into the same stitch again, double crochet 2, skip next 1 and 2 stitches into the next one, double crochet 1. You have to repeat that till the end of this row, and at the end of this row you have to do double crochet 2 into the last 2 stitches. So I show you again. Yarn over, skip next 2 stitches into the next one, double crochet 2, chain 1, double crochet 2 into the same stitch. Yarn over, 1, 2, skip next 2 stitches, double crochet 1. If you are a beginner and you are not able to fit your number of stitches to a multiple of 6, for the row number 5 you can also work only double crochet 1 in each back loop of each stitch, like that. And this is the row where you don't have to do any increase, so it's very simple. And you can just do that, working 1 double crochet in each stitch across the row, like that. Okay friends, now I would like to show you row number 5, made in the two different possibilities. This is with double crochet, one in each stitch, and this is with the fantasy stitch, multiple of 6 plus 2. So if you are doing the same cardigan with the same number of chains I did at the beginning, for example, you can also do this different stitch. I show you. This is the effect of the other stitch. Okay, in any case, also this simple double crochet in the back loop is very nice, I think. Okay, so if you don't like to have problems calculating the multiple and so on, you can also do simply that. Okay, I'm ready for row number 6. So chain 2 and turn. At row number 6 we don't have to increase, we have to increase this time. So we are going to increase after each 5 stitches. The first one is done. Into the next one the second double crochet, into the next one the third one, into the next one the fourth one, and then into the next one the fifth one. Okay, so after each 5 stitches we have to increase. So into the next stitch we are going to do double crochet 2 into the same stitch, 1 and 2 into the same. Okay, and now again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now into the next one increase 1 and 2 into the same stitch. Go ahead like that till the end of this row. If at row number 5 you did the shell stitch, you have to do the same thing. You have to do double crochet 1 in each stitch across the row and increase after each 5 stitches. Exactly the same. Okay, we are ready for row number 7. So chain 2, turn your work, and now into the next stitch into the back loop, double crochet 1 and do double crochet 1 in each stitch across the row into the back loop like that. No increase for this row. Okay, ready for next row, number 8. Now it's time to increase. This time we will increase after each 6 stitches. So chain 2, turn your work, and now double crochet 1 in each stitch across the row. After each 6 double crochet you have to increase into the next stitch, just doing double crochet 2 into the same stitch. So that's the time for my increase, 1 and 2 double crochet into the same stitch. Okay, we are ready for row number 9. So chain 2 and turn, and now you don't have to increase for this round, but just do double crochet 1 into the back loop of the stitch, chain 1, skip 1 stitch and double crochet 1 into the next one, and double crochet 1 into the next one, chain 1, skip 1 stitch and repeat double crochet 1, double crochet 1, chain 1, skip 1 stitch and into the back loop double crochet 1 and again into the back loop double crochet 1. Go ahead like that till the end of this row. At row number 10, I'm going to do double crochet 1 in each stitch across the row, but this is the row where I have to increase, and in this case I will increase after each 7 double crochet. And this is also the last row where I will increase from the next one. I won't increase anymore. Row number 11, double crochet 1 into the back loop in each stitch across the row, no increasing. I did for my collar 11 rows. My size is medium. Add, please, one more row for each additional size. For example, for large size, please do 12 rows. The additional row does not need to be increased. Okay, my collar is completed with 11 rows. Now I have to define 5 areas for my cardigan to give the shape of a jacket. So I have to put 4 stitch markers, 1, 2, 3 and 4, because in this way I will have the first area, and this is the first half of the front. The second area, this is the second half of the front. Then I have the third area, this is the armhole. The fourth area is the second armhole. And then I have, sorry, my camera, I have here, this area is for the back side of my cardigan. So after I put my stitch marker, I will start working only on the back and the 2 front. I will leave not worked the 2 armholes, okay? And I will start working for the body of my cardigan. So where do I have to put the stitch marker? The number of stitches is the same for all sizes. If you are using the same, my same yarn and my same crochet hook, I suggest you not to use different yarn and different hook, because for me it will be too difficult to tell you how to divide the 5 areas. Okay, now I tell you where you have to put the 4 stitch markers. So for the first front you have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till 28 double crochet, and on the double crochet number 28 you put the first stitch marker, okay? So the first half of your cardigan will have, the first half of the front side of your cardigan will have 28 stitches, okay? Then I go on, after 28 I will count 35 double crochet, and on the 36 I put the second stitch marker. So this will be the area for the shoulder, the armhole, the arm opening, and then I will count another from here, from the stitch marker, which is the first stitch, another 56 double crochet On 56 I put the other stitch marker. This will be the back side. Then I have another 35 stitches for the arm opening, and then I will put another stitch marker here for the second half of front side, counting 1, 2, 3 till 28 double crochet. On 28 I put the other stitch marker. So now I have to work only on the first 28 stitches, the second 28 stitches, and the 56 stitches for the back. These 35 on right and left will be skipped, not worked. Okay, now I'm ready to start working for the first row of the body of my cardigan. Okay, so now I can go on with the black because I just have to do only double crochet. Then when I will show you the fantasy stitch for the body, I will use a lighter color, so don't worry. Okay, now this is the first row where I have to join the first half with the back side and then the back side with the second half of my front side. And when joining the front with the back, I'm doing some chains to join and leave the hole for my arms. Okay, so I start with chain 2, which take the place of the first double crochet, and then I'm just doing double crochet 1 in each stitch across the row till I reach the first stitch marker. Okay, so you have to do the first 28 double crochet like that. Okay, I did 27 double crochet. This is my first stitch marker. Into this stitch I'm going to do the last double crochet for this side, and this is the number 28. Okay, now from here I have to do some chains to join with the back side of my cardigan. For medium, so for the small I have to do just 2 chain. For the medium, 5 chain. So the medium is my size, so 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Do 3 more chains for each additional size. So for example, for the large you will do 8 chains and so on. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for my size. Now where I have the other stitch marker, I will put a double crochet inside this stitch, into this stitch. Okay, and you can see I joined and do the first armhole. Now I go on just doing 56 double crochet for the back. The double crochet number 56 will be in the stitch where I put the stitch marker. Okay, go ahead. Now I have the next stitch marker. I'm removing it, and in this stitch I'm doing the 56th double crochet for the back side. Now I'm ready to join the back side with the second half of the front side. You see where I have the next stitch marker, and I'm doing the same number of chains I did on the other side. So in my case 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And here where I have the stitch marker, I'm doing 1 double crochet, which will be the first double crochet of my second half of the front side. Remove the stitch marker and now do another 27 double crochet, totally 28 for this second half of front side. Okay, 5 chains for medium size in order to create my armhole. Add 3 chains for each additional size. So for example 8 chains for large size, or for example only 2 chains for small size. Okay, I'm ready for the following the next row. By this row I will add the additional stitch I need for my multiple. Okay, just 1 stitch, and this 1 stitch is for every size. Okay, for every size. By this row I only have to add 1 stitch. I will add this 1 stitch on the back side. So from here, chain 1 and turn, and now it's very easy because I just have to do, starting from this very first stitch, the stitch where I did the first chain, single crochet 1 in each stitch. Okay, so it's very, very easy. I'm doing the first 28 single crochet for the first half of my front side. Okay? Okay, when you reach the chains, you see, here I have my armhole. Okay? And I have the chains. I'm doing 5 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, or less or more according to the number of chains you have, of course, and continue working normally now on the back side of my cardigan. Okay, you see? So I'm working single crochet 1 in each one of the below chain. Okay? Okay, after joining, as you see, I did a row of single crochet in each stitch below. Since from the next row I will have to change stitch and the new stitch will be a multiple of 6 plus 1, I just need to increase 1 stitch of the total stitches of my cardigan. I have for medium 122 stitches, but for my future stitch pattern I need to have 123. So I just need to increase 1 stitch and I will do it at the back side of my cardigan. You need to increase 1 stitch for every size. For example, for me, I have to increase from 122 to 123. But for example, for the small size, I have totally 116 stitches. I will increase 1 stitch more, so I will have 117 stitches. Okay? Now I am on the back side and I know that I have to add 1 stitch to this back side. When I am more or less beside the center of the back side, I will do 2 single crochet in 1 stitch together, so that I have added 1 more chain and 1 more stitch that I need for my multiple. Okay, So more or less you don't have to count, but it's about 20 stitch number 27 more or less, okay? So now I am about at the center, and so I will do 1 and 2 single crochet into the same stitch. That's all. And then I go on working normally with single crochet 1 in each stitch across the row till I reach the next chains, where I will put 1 single crochet in each chain below, and then I go on with my single crochet till the end of this row. Okay? Okay, now I'm ready to show you the new stitch for the body of our cardigan. You see that we will do the new stitch, of course, also on the chain space, okay? I will show you how to do this fantasy stitch with a light color, of course, so that you can see perfectly how to do it, okay? This stitch is a multiple of 6 plus 1. Okay, so we start with chain 1, single crochet into the first stitch, like that, okay? Now, yarn over, skip the next 2 stitches, 1, 2, and into the next one do double crochet 3, 1, 2, and 3. Okay? Now chain 1 and into the same stitch another double crochet 3, 1, 2, and 3 again. Okay? Skip next 2 stitches into the next one, single crochet 1. Now you just have to repeat all across the row this simple stitch, and by the next rows I will show you how to go ahead, because this stitch is developing itself on 1, 2, 3, 4 rows, and then repeat till you reach the length you need for your cardigan. Okay, so let's see another time. Yarn over, skip 1, 2 stitches into the next one, double crochet 3, 1, 2, and 3, chain 1, again double crochet 3, 1, 2, and 3, skip next 2 stitches, 1, 2, into the next one, single crochet 1. Go ahead all across the row. The last stitch will be 1 single crochet as you did at the beginning of this row. At the end of this row, skip next 2 stitches and into the last one, single crochet 1, like that. Ready for the next row. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The first 1, 2, 3 chains take the place of the first double crochet, and then the other 2 chains are for separation. Turn your work and do single crochet 1 into the chain 1 space of the shell below, like that. Single crochet 1. Now chain 1, yarn over, and into the single crochet below, which is between the first shell and the second, double crochet 1, chain 1, into the same stitch, double crochet 1 again, chain 1, and now single crochet 1 into the center of the shell below, like that. Now you should repeat this pattern till the end of this row, always the same. So chain 1 into the single crochet of previous round, double crochet 1, chain 1, double crochet 1 again. Now chain 1, single crochet into the chain 1 space of the shell below, like that. Go ahead like that till the end of this row. At the end of this row you will do chain 2 and 1 double crochet into the last stitch, as you did at the beginning. Ready for the next row? Chain 3 and turn. And now double crochet 1 in each stitch of previous round. So 1 double crochet into the chain below, 1 double crochet into the second chain below, 1 double crochet into the single crochet below, and so on till the end of this row. So you have to do double crochet 1 in each stitch across the row, like that. Okay, I am now at the end of this new stitch pattern with this row of double crochet 1 in each stitch across the row. Now chain 1 and turn and repeat exactly what you did at the first row of this pattern with this big shell. So chain 1 into the very first stitch, single crochet 1, yarn over, skip 1, 2 stitches into the next one, double crochet 3, 1, 2 and 3, chain 1, another again double crochet 3 into the same stitch, 1, 2 and 3, skip next 1, 2 stitches into the next one, single crochet 1. Now go ahead like that till the end of this row, and of course you have to repeat 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 till you get the exact length for your cardigan, the length you need for your cardigan. I did for my cardigan 28 rows of fantasy stitch. You see, this is the last row is made of shell stitch, so that I have directly my refining for the bottom. Then I did without cutting the yarn 4 rows of single crochet as refining all around the neck, and also going down from the left front, then going back up and so on. Totally 4 rows of single crochet as refining. Okay, after 2 rounds of refining single crochet, at the 3rd round you should do your buttonholes. In order to calculate how the distance between one hole and the other, you should count the number of stitches of the front, the right front, and divide it for the number of holes you should do. For example, in my case, I have 60 stitches divided for 6, the number of my buttonholes. I know that I have 10 stitches available for each buttonhole, 8 single crochet for the distance and 2 chains for the hole. For example, here I did 8 single crochet. Now it's time for my buttonhole, so 1 and 2 chains, skip the next 2 stitches and do the 8 single crochet. Of course, the number of stitches is depending on the size of your cardigan. We are at the last refining round. I was going down towards the top of the cardigan. Now I am on the top. At this point, I am on the reverse side. I have to turn my work. Now I will work with reverse single crochet around the collar. So in this way, going back into the next stitch like that, I'm doing reverse single crochet as last refining around the collar. After that, I will go down with regular single crochet on the right side of the front, and in this occasion I will cover the buttonhole. I will do 2 single crochet, 1 and 2, one into the first chain, the second one into the second chain of each hole. Okay? Hi friends, I'm ready now to do the sleeves. So I'm starting from the bottom of my armhole, from here, you see, from the middle exactly. Insert your hook like that, pick up the yarn and pull it through the stitch like that. Now chain 1, do 48 single crochet all the way around. Two, 3, 4, 5, and so on all the way around this armhole till you reach the starting point and you close this round slip stitching. Now we are ready for the second round of the sleeve. Chain 3, which takes the place of the first double crochet, into the next stitch another double crochet 1, chain 1, skip 1 stitch, yarn over, into the next stitch double crochet 1, into the next one double crochet 1 again. So this will be the pattern for the sleeve. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch and double crochet 2 into the next 2 stitches. You have to do that all the way around. Always chain 1, skip 1 stitch, double crochet 2 into the next 2 stitches all the way around. Totally you will get 16 clusters of double crochet 2 all the way around. At the end of this round, chain 1 and slip stitch into the chain 3 1, 2, 3 you did at the beginning of this round. Okay, the stitch for the sleeve will be always the same. We don't have to do any decrease. The only thing we have to do to make the sleeve smaller is changing our crochet hook size. So from round 1 to round 4 we use the 5 millimeters crochet hook. Then from round number 5 to round number 15 we will use the crochet hook of 4.5 millimeters. Then from 16 to round 26 crochet hook number 4 millimeters. Then we have the last round will be round 27 and we will have to do single crochet for the last refining round.